B. The Philadelphia Eagles won. And the Philadelphia Eagles demolish the King of Kings, Patrick Mahomes, in the Kansas City Chiefs. Best way to describe that game. The best way to describe that game. And there's so much to talk about in that game. I don't even know if anybody could have predicted a 40-22 score. First of all, certainly, just the way it went about. You could predict 22. Because I said that's what they had to hold them to, and that's exactly what they held them to. Because that's what Kansas City averaged all year. The 40, that's way more. They averaged 28 Philadelphia. But what they did do is make Patrick Mahomes look human. Oh, and the only way to beat the Chiefs is to make Patrick Mahomes human. Think about it. 31-9. Years ago in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, that defensive line beat up Patrick Mahomes. But remember that game, those offensive lines for the Kansas City Chiefs, they were all banged up. Everybody was hurt. This was not supposed to be that. But this is exactly what happened again. Jalen Hurts only threw 22 times for 221 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. But he also ran the ball 11 times for 72 yards and 1 rush TD. So much I want to break into when talking about Jalen Hurts. Let me give you the rest of these numbers on Saquon Barkley. He only rushed for 57 yards. Devontae Smith had 4 for 69, and A.J. Brown 3 for 43. But each of them, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, had touchdown passes. And Saquon Barkley went to the air and caught another 40 yards. This was just, they demolished Kansas City. You look at Patrick Mahomes' numbers, 21-32 for 257 yards, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions. Xavier Worthy had 8 receptions for 157 yards. All of that was what I call junk. These were things that happened, I believe, after if not all of hope, most of hope had already gone out and left. It was Patrick Mahomes, so everybody kept clinging and hoping some magic would come up. But that defense didn't let it. I got to give them credit. That defense was good. Somebody said to me, who gets the most credit for that victory? I'm saying that defensive front. Them 4 up front, man, they got Patrick Mahomes. They were disciplined. You didn't see them. You see how Pat used to go back and then drop, find a little seam, step up, run to the right, run to the left. None of that. No. They came in running a disciplined rush, and when Pat tried to step up, they closed that thing down and shut her down. Philly gets all the credit in the world. 6 sacks. They had held the Chiefs to 49 total rushing yards. They had like 23 yards in the first half. 0 for 6 on third downs in the first half. That's Patrick Mahomes. Man, I talked about that Philadelphia defense. I talked about how smart they were in going to get all those guys from Georgia because they brought automatic culture, and they kept going back drafting those boys from that same defense. That was brilliant stuff, and they put it together in a way I was just impressed with. Just very impressed, man. Good job. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. This is also a thing Jalen has done. Jalen is the first quarterback to win that rematch, that lost when they win the rematch. Every quarterback that have competed in the Super Bowl and then rematched in the Super Bowl, the one that won the first one always won the second. Jalen Hurts said, no, I did that. That's why I want to start with talking about Jalen Hurts. I want to ask you guys this and get in this conversation because I thought, just this morning I was seeing things one way, and now I'm seeing it another. And this morning, I don't know if I gave Jalen Hurts enough credit. This morning, first question we asked, what did Jalen Hurts prove in the Super Bowl? In the Super Bowl win? Same threw the ball 22 times. They had 221 yards. He still had great talent around him. I don't know what he really proved. He didn't prove that he's a Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or anything like that. He's not one of the greatest. But I want to talk to you guys. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it. Like, what do you think Jalen Hurts proved? What do you think Jalen Hurts proved? Where you put him now as a quarterback? Now, let's talk about what he's done. I always measure man the distance traveled. Jalen Hurts now has been to two Super Bowls in his short career. Remember, they were saying you couldn't win with Jalen Hurts. They kicked him out of Oklahoma. They kicked him out of Alabama first because you couldn't throw the ball. But he has done that on this stage, and he has done it in a magnificent way. Get into this conversation. This is what I said. What do you think of Jalen Hurts, and what do you think he proved? Philip says the Chiefs didn't belong there. Should have been the Bills. I'm with you on that, Philip. So, but the Chiefs were there. And that's another thing what Philip just said. What he just said. Because let me tell you why. And I'll get in that conversation too when we start talking Patrick Mahomes. He said the Chiefs didn't belong there. So I believe he's right in this sense that Patrick Mahomes drove that team there and got them there. But Carlos says he's an elite QB. Carlos, that's what the debate has been. And then this is what I'm going to say. I wanted to talk to you guys about. You know, he proved that he can still throw. He proved he can still throw. He still can throw. He proved starts. He proved stars don't mean anything. and screw your fantasy league. He used another word. And screw your fantasy league. And I like that because that says something, Roberto. That says something. Now, and I know I'm not talking about stars and fantasy league stuff, but I tell you what it does say. You're making some sense there because you're right. What we're seeing is our perception of what a quarterback is. I started today trying to say he didn't prove he's an elite quarterback because I measured elite quarterbacks to what I considered elite quarterbacks to be. I was in the 3 feet of water here. And I said, elite quarterback drops back, throws that ball 450 times a game, and just boom, boom, spread that ball around and win Super Bowl. That's what Peyton Manning. Well, let's go back farther. That's what Joe Montana. That's what Troy Aikman, whom I played with, the Peyton Mannings, the Tom Bradys. That's what all of them have been. That's what every quarterback has played. And that's the way he has played the game. And when we say he's not an elite quarterback, this is where I'm saying my eyes. I like to tell people I've cracked your cranium and fertilized your brain. That means to be made smarter. Now, others have cracked my cranium and have fertilized my brain and give me other perceptions and other thoughts to this. Yeah, that defense, John, I'm with you on that. The defense, I think, is the key to the victory altogether. But the benefits of it and the way Jalen Hurts played, I'm okay with him getting MVP. But there's something else we're missing. There's something we're missing. Jalen Hurts became, what did he prove? He proved that now you can. Yes, you can. Before we hoped and we thought and we wished, but he proved, yes, you can. Yes, you can. What, Mike? You can win a Super Bowl with what our term that we use, a running quarterback. A running quarterback. Because all we have known is the Joe Montanas, the Troy Aikmans, Terry Bradshaw, Joe Montana, Troy Aikman, Steve just stand in the pocket and throw the football. We made that to be the great quarterback. And really, there is a small something in the difference. Because I thought about it, not putting him in an elite category when we're really just trying to say it's not that he's not an elite quarterback. He's not an elite passer. Throwing for 221 yards. Oh, that was great, man. 17 to 22, yeah, that was great. But because all the focus was on Saquon Barkley, that's one-on-one. In the NFL, you should be able to complete one-on-one. One-on-one, you should have a high percentage. And then you got that beast, A.J. Brown, and you got all this one-on-one. So, yeah, it's easier to do that. So I can't make you an elite quarterback because I deem an elite quarterback as an elite passer because that's what my mind has only seen. I go to believe if Tom Brady could run, I'd imagine he would. But when I'm measuring quarterbacks, I've never seen Tom Brady tush push. I've never seen Peyton Manning tush push. I was with Troy Aikman. I know he didn't tush push. You see? So the mindset was, yeah, you got to have a passer. And we dubbed it a pure quarterback, but we really meant a passer. And Jalen Hurts is not a pure passer. So we say he's not a pure quarterback, but the quarterback position has changed. You know what I mean? There's global birds suited 17K. Jalen has to be in top 5 quarterbacks. Leadership is a trait as a quarterback. And though the starts may not show it at times, he placed his team in the best position to win. I absolutely agree. And that's part of cracking my cranium and fertilizing my brain. Not that I didn't know the importance of leadership at the quarterback position, but he also proved that gave me the opportunity now to see it another way. Jalen Hurts, he's the trailblazer. He's the one. He's the chosen one. He's the chosen one now that knocked down the door. Think about it. Since Doug Williams, it's the passing quarterback. All these other African-American quarterbacks, black quarterbacks, they were runners, learning to pass. And we've been stuck saying we need a passer quarterback to win because it's the only victory we have seen in the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts just gave you the okay to say you can win with a running quarterback. Let me tell you how wild that is and why you had to help crack my cranium. You see, when I see this, I expected this to happen with Randall Cunningham. Did you see how electric Randall Cunningham was? And then a Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson, when they run it, it's ooh-wee, ooh-wee. The stuff they're doing is ooh-wee. Jalen Hurts is just an ooh, no wee. There's no ooh-wee in a tush push. Or he goes around and just goes 8 yards here, 7 yards there. But the ooh-wee didn't get it done. Jalen Hurts got it done. He's the true measure of a dual threat quarterback. And now he's erased. Can you win a Super Bowl with a dual threat quarterback? Yes, you can. And now what I'm telling you is this becomes the norm for quarterbacks. Now all of them must be a dual threat quarterback. Mario, what are you saying? Prove that he can alter his attacking mindset on demand. If the game plan was to run, he adjusted to a pass mindset very quickly. Yeah, but see, improving me as a great passer, I want you to be able to pass when I know you're passing. I don't want to have to force you to pass, and I want you to have success. See, people may still say and wonder if Philadelphia is behind, can Jalen Hurts bring you from behind? Because now you're going to be defending my passing when you know I'm passing. Right now, we're defending the passing, trying to stop the run. So that means everybody's in the box. You got one-on-one outside, coverage one-on-one in the NFL, one-on-one 7-on-7. It's easy to complete those passes, especially one-on-one. You know, in the NFL. Now he deserves credit for getting them done, but yeah, that's an easier pass. But Jalen Hurts has knocked down the door to say now you can get that dual threat quarterback. And I think what's hard for our minds to comprehend is it's supposed to be one of them ooh-wee dudes. And Jalen Hurts is not one of them ooh-wee runners, but what did my boy mention earlier? Leadership. That's a very important part of the quarterback position. And he has that and a great bit of that, you know. Okay, my man Boulevard comes in with, what is that? I didn't know Boulevard says defense wins championships. You guys know my thoughts on this, right? That defense won a championship. I'll give you that. That defense won a championship. But, you know, I always said points win a championship. And what if that defense played great like that in the first half? Let me tell you what. That's a great example. This is a great example. Say that defense held their team 23 points, 0 for 6 and third down in the first half. In the first half. Played well like that all day. Came back in the second half and they got 22 points. But your offense didn't do anything. Your offense didn't put up any points. So as good as that defense played, it ain't win you no championship. Even if they held you to 3 points in the second half and your offense didn't do anything. As good as that defense is, you didn't win a championship. So people got to stop saying defense wins championships. It does not. It helps you win championships, but points win championships. And you got to go to the people that score the damn points. You see what I'm saying here? That's something people said that sounded good and everybody attached to it and run with it. But it's not reality. You can stop somebody 99 out of 100 plays. If you ain't got some points and they go score 3, that defense won you nothing. And that's superb defense. 99 out of 100 plays. You just got to get somebody to give you some points. Points wins championships. A great defense gives you an opportunity to get the ball back and score some points. That's what it is. So just come on now. We're going to go deeper here. We're going to learn more here. Hey, what's up, Playmaker? I was 13 when those 95 Cowboys won in Arizona. It's time for Jerry to take heed and get the Cowboys back to the top. I'm with you on that. Robert, I've been telling you that, talking about that, wishing for that. I just got to figure something out here. Let me keep going back. Dirty Sanchez. I like that Dirty Sanchez. What kind of dirty are you, buddy? Don't just put a Dirty Sanchez on your name and don't know what kind of dirty are you. All right? Let me know what kind of dirty are you. Yeah, the quarterback position has changed, but that defense won that game. I'm with you. But let me back dirty. Let me know what kind of dirty you got. You know what I'm saying? Just live vicariously through you. I'm not in any dirty, but you got a dirty. Anybody that gives himself a dirty Sanchez must got some dirty in him. I just want to hear about it. You know what I mean? But I understand the defense, like I told you guys, gave him a chance to win the game. The defense don't win championships. But that was an incredible performance, guys. Those are incredible performances. I'm not taking anything. It was one of the greatest performances I've seen in the history of Super Bowls, and I've watched a lot of it by a defense. So, yeah, They are incredible and gets all the credit they need. Where does Jalen rank amongst active quarterbacks? Now that we are, how do you say that? H-U-B-E? I don't even know how do you say that? That's some cool QB. You hit me back and sound that out. H-U-Y-E. It's H-U-Y-E, right? H-U-Y. Yeah, yeah. I think put that down how that sounds. Let me see if I can sound that out. But where does Jalen rank amongst active quarterbacks? And this is what I'm telling you. That's what we're doing right now. We're redefining what quarterback is. What we've been measuring him to is really a pure passer, because that's all that we've known when championships. But quarterbacking and being a dual threat was not important because we never saw anyone knock down the door. And everyone that we thought was surely going to do it never did it. And Jalen Hurts, without the we did it. So yes, you got to start saying, and he's been to the Super Bowl twice. You got to start saying, oh, no doubt, I can rank him now amongst the top 5 quarterbacks. Now, if you ask me, rank him amongst the top 5 passers in this game, that's a whole nother conversation. Whole nother question. I can do that. But I can rank him amongst now the top 5 quarterbacks, because I am, since he has won the Super Bowl, redefining the position of quarterback. Now quarterbacks must be that dual threat, because that's the best way to get there, with that quarterback having the ability to be a passer and a thrower. The great quarterbacks right now are really great passers that can run. Jalen Hurts came in as a runner learning to pass. Patrick Mahomes is a great passer that can move. Jaden Daniels is working towards a great passer that can move. Jalen Hurts came in as a pure running quarterback and has run his way to the top 5 quarterbacks. Now that we redefined the position of being that dual threat, that's fascinating to me. Hurts managed the game at a very high level. Yeah, that's another word that you would tie back into here. Let me tell you the depth of this and why we jump on it. Hurts managed the game at a very high level. Those are words we like to really put salt on people with. We salt them when we say, oh, he's a game manager, or he's a running quarterback. That means he can't really beat you through the air. Or it means the dirtiest of all. Sanchez came back, but he's the dirtiest of all. I like that, bro. You're funny. You're funny. Well, it means different things. You know what I mean? It means different things when we start talking about what kind of quarterback and how you win. A pure passing quarterback, that's all we knew. And now these guys, and a lot of these guys coming. When you talk about the Shedeur Sanders, the Shedeur not much of a runner. The Cam Ward, not much of a Cam can run. But so do we start looking for these guys? You understand? Jalen Hurts was a pure runner that learned how to throw and won a Super Bowl. And now, new definition of quarterback, I'm going to put him in the top 5. Because leadership and all of that plays a hell of a role. Hurts' approach to the quarterback position is similar to LeBron's approach, making the right plays with the highest situational percentage. Yeah, I hear you, but LeBron is an exceptional athlete with an exceptional talent, shoulders up. Exceptional athlete, shoulders down. Exceptional talent, shoulders up. What we're talking about is that old conversation between brain and brawn. Is that how you say it? Brain and brawn. Like is it being smarter or more muscle? Brain and muscle. Because that was the breakdown between passing quarterbacks and running quarterbacks. It was the brain. The stand-up passing quarterbacks, he deciphered everything and delivered the ball. It wasn't just his ability to throw, it was his ability to decipher where to throw. That was the brain part. So it was a slip to the African-American quarterback that you can't win just as a running quarterback, because they're saying you can't win because you're not a good enough thinker. And you were running because you configure who to throw the ball to. So as a quarterback, when you drop back, you didn't discern or decipher the defense, I'm confused, tuck it and run. So it really comes back to the old argument. And Jalen Hurts is talented enough, shoulders up, to insert his special gift, shoulders down, and win a Super Bowl. LeBron James is another way. He's the Michael Vicks and Lamar Jacksons. He has all of that gift and talent, but he also has the brain to go with it. You know what I'm saying? And what we're seeing, that's why he has 40 years and still playing, because even after he's lost some of his ooh-wee, he still got the brain. Jalen Hurts never had the ooh-wee. Mike Vick had the ooh-wee. Lamar, ooh-wee. There's a difference in that, man. That's fascinating stuff, man. Eagle fan from the South. Defense wins championship isn't actually about defense. It's all about telling yourself you're a champ. And now you have something to defend in your mind. Hence, defense wins championship. I can't even get down that wormhole with the Eagle fan from the South. I understand what you're trying to say. I believe what you're trying to say, but the pure real of it is what I gave. You can play 99 great plays. If they get 1 point and your offense didn't get no points, after 99 great plays, you go home and lose. That defense didn't win the championship. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. 88 question. Do you believe that your Cowboys in 96 would have beat Green Bay if you guys wouldn't have beaten Carolina in this round? If you mean to tell me, do I believe we would have won that game against Green Bay if I didn't break my shoulder against Carolina, if I didn't deal with the stress of the bull that I had gone through with all of that mess? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me tell you guys, bring you guys up there. People hate when you're talking about stuff that they have no draw to. And I remember I had just come back off suspension, and there was some stuff that I got suspended earlier that year, and we started slow, and because of the hotel stuff in the hotel, we started slow, and then we started coming on at the end of the season when I got back, and we went into Carolina to play, and I got hurt in Carolina. Third play of the game, I was about to kill that little Tyrone Poole on me. I was about to go 200 on this joke. I was going to kill this joke. But first play, I catch a little bang 8. I couldn't see the ball. I remember I couldn't even see it, and I caught it to make sure I had it. And then I was trying to make sure I get ready to turn up because the sun was in my face. And as I got ready to turn up and started running, Lamar Lathan came and tackled me, bam, and drove my shoulder into the ground, broke my clavicle. I was out of the game. And we lost that game. We would have killed Carolina had I not gotten out of that game. They couldn't stop me. They couldn't stop. The corner, Tyrone Poole was a good player, played hard like a mug, but he was a sharp one. And I was a muscle. I ain't coming in trying to outrun nobody. So you get them short fags guys when you're going up against other speed guys. But I ain't trying to run away from you. I'm going to pin you. So I was going to beat him all day. I was going to beat him all day. But when Lamar Lathan lifted me up and dragged me on my shoulder, I was out. I contend this, guys, that I probably would have been able to take that hit or something else would have happened. My mind, oh my God, my mind the whole week was under such stress because people were reporting lies. Oh, Michael's about to get arrested. The police is coming there. I've heard it on. It was just so much mess coming out, and I kept telling you, I don't know what you guys talking about. Prove that I was right, of course, because I didn't know. And it was just so much. But I was stressing that whole week, and that's what I held that to. I don't know why I got in there. You stop doing that. Stop bringing that stuff up. But then in my head, you know what? Let me tell you why that's crazy. Let me tell you why it's crazy what you just brought up. Because it brings up a point. Even at Patrick Mahomes at 3-2. Don't care how many you win. How many you win. You think about the ones you didn't win. Each day of my life, I think about that pass interference with Deion Sanders and what he just brought up. If I would have yanked my shoulder, or if that mess wouldn't have been going down off the football field, I never would have been. I don't know all of that. All of that. That because you see how I jumped right back into it when he brought it up? He brought it up. I got lost right back into that shit. That's pain. All of it. That's what I'm saying. I should have won that year too. And we were undefeated going into Green Bay. We'd have beat the hell off that team. The hell out of that team. God. Man, let's get back to this game. Let's get back to it. Oh, don't nobody bring up anything about, because I can't work through that. That's a mess, man. I should have won them games. I think about it. If I just, shouldn't have had no girls, no nothing. How many championships would I had won if I had nothing, none of it? No girl, no messing around, no crazy stuff with my boys, nothing. Just focus on winning championships. And then waited till I got this age and started getting torn. I don't know. It's just, all right. Shut up. Let me let that go. All right, let me let that go. Listen, hey, Jonah Bates, this is good. Is Jalen overall story, college, second round, and now being the one to beat Mahomes? Is this story the greatest ever in the NFL? No, don't go there. Don't go there. But it's a super story. I don't know that I say greatest ever in the NFL, but it is a super story. And that right there is what you focus on. You are absolutely right, JB. That's what the talk I'm talking about. That journey is what makes everything great. What makes everything great. My man came to the business. Let me take care of my guy here. Got to make sure I take care of my guys. They always take care of me over here. It brings me, hey, go, buddy. Thank you. Brings me this. This is juice I drink, right? I do this every morning, guys. I know it's not even morning because I don't eat this. But this is something I drink. It's a special tea, you do the red onions and the lime and the garlic. Drink it every day before I eat anything, because I haven't eaten it. Because it's supposed to help clear the kidneys. And, Super Bowl, you go to places with people. Every time you go out to dinner, everybody wants to have a drink. I just want to keep it functioning right. So I went all off into that, So that was my guy bringing it to me. Now, where were we? What were we talking about here? Let's get back to this. Because I was telling you guys, stop making me go into my own things. Because I go into them thinking, man, I left that there. How many did I leave out there chasing ass and messing around? Yeah, you're right. Moomal, I'll give you that. We haven't seen a Super Bowl blowout since the 80s. And that defense did deserve Super Bowl MVP. Did y'all see? I tweeted that. I said they should have given the Philadelphia Eagles defense that MVP. Now, I don't have any problem with they giving it to Jalen Hurts. I don't have any problem with it because he didn't manage the game. He made the plays he had to make with his legs and with his arm. And he deserves it. But that defense, I could have easily given it to him. The Sports 78, yeah, that's the way to sum it up, buddy. The Sports 78, what he just said sums it up. What I'm trying to say, and that's why I say I've been antiquated, right? Because that traditional pocket passer, his ass is gone. He's gone. You have to be able to run now. And I used to always joke that Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, they wish they could run. They wish, but they couldn't, and they didn't. And then my mind strapped around that as a quarterback. We all did. But the position has grown and grown past those greats. And Jalen Hurts is the one that knocked down that door. I don't care how ooey all those other guys were. That's what makes his story great. That he got kicked out of a bench in a championship game. His quarterback came in and threw a championship game-winning touchdown. Jalen Hurts, why you didn't make that throw? So it's okay to question, and it perpetuated what the stereotypical question was. You can't win with the running quarterback. That's why they took him out and brought in Tua, and he threw a game-winning touchdown in the championship game. But Jalen Hurts got benched. And Jalen Hurts go win in the second round. And then Jalen Hurts didn't even start right away in Philadelphia. And Jalen Hurts worked his way up with great leadership and practicing hard. And then Jalen Hurts got the starting job, and he's gone to 2 Super Bowls in the last few years. And he's won one. And after he did what those other guys couldn't do in a rematch. He was the one to win. You lay all of that on. You come back. He wasn't ooh-wee running on the football field, but he's giving you some ooh-wee results. That's what I got to say about Jalen Hurts. The Doug Williams, the Mike Vicks, the Lamar Jacksons, even the Jaden Daniels. You're not the first. Jalen Hurts is the man. And like you guys just talked about, he knocked off the Mac of all pimps. I don't know what a Mac is. The Mac is the top pimp in the game. So the top quarterback is the Mac. He knocked off the Mac to get it. Fascinating. I'm just saying incredible. Let me get a couple more here. What was that? What did he say? Hurts isn't the best in the league, but they got his play so far beyond what I thought was possible for him. That's what I'm saying. Happy for that guy. Made great throws, and those runs were the key to extending drives. Yes, and that's what we're talking about, McNate. That you gotta appreciate his journey. And dude, let me tell y'all something. That's what I always. Anybody that fights the peaks and the valleys, we can ride with them. Because in our own personal lives, we know we got peaks and valleys. But that guy that goes perfect on an angle and he's living good, doing good, you're like, because I know I ain't perfect like that. I don't know how much inspiration and motivation I get from that guy. Because I knew I'm going to screw up. I need to follow that guy that has a little boo-boo, boom, they ain't go up. I need to see that he's going to get back up and keep going. That's the reality, and that's most of us. That's why we're attached. And that's what makes that story so great that I got to give him credit. Ooh-wee, Jalen Hurts. Ooh-wee, you've heard him so good. I only got a few more minutes. I got to, wait. What Hurts and the Eagles just showed the world what happens when you tell a grown man with heart of a champion he can't beat somebody. I'm with you on that, SG. They showed the world. They showed the world. Now, my man, Cool K forever, teams win championships. Yeah, they do. They do. But the guy that has the ball the most in his hands is the director of that team. And his team won a championship because he directed the ball the right places, the right time, and in the right spaces. That goes to him. We got to give him credit for that. And our fund needs a new unit award. What is that? What's the new unit award? IT, what are we doing? What is it? Defense, like a defense award? Oh, defense award. Yeah. Well, what I think that of our needs is I'll go with an MVQB. We need to go with a MVQB and then an MVP. You see, MVQB talks about top quarterback. MVP talks about the best player, and do that even in the Super Bowl. You know, we always want to give one of the quarterbacks something. So, you know, give the quarterback something. But I want to come back to the most valuable player, because right now that defense should have been the most valuable player in that game, bar none. And I know we give all the credit to quarterback, and I'm gonna give all the credit. And I'm giving them even more, because now I'm saying we're going to be using him as the example. Every time scouts go, they see other players, they'll say, well, win with him. And they'll feel they can win with that talent because of Jalen Hurts now. He has knocked down that door. Now it becomes no more an anomaly to see this. This is going to become the norm. If you can't run, you can't play. And the game is getting fast like that. So I'm going to give Jalen Hurts all his props and all his love. And brother, not just right now. That means through history. Now, here's what's important. It's what else he does. You know, Jalen Hurts can't go fall off a cliff. Keep building on this and keep building on this. I said a couple of years ago that I thought they were in the midst of a dynasty, the Philadelphia Eagles. And then I thought, oh my God, they lost it. What I think they could be picking this back up and seeing where it goes here in the future. And I'm going to tell you, all of that happened because Saquon came. I just think he brought a new leadership to that team that the team needed. Something they didn't have when they went in that 1-5 slide at the end of the season. See what I mean? He brought them together a little bit more. Before I jump, just a few minutes on this. Just a few minutes. Because the other night, when they finally made, I know Luka, I can't wait to see them play with the Lakers here. I don't know, I'm still doing my pain. But the other night, Anthony Davis, last night played. Anthony Davis is balling. The Mavericks won the game. Now, give me Anthony Davis numbers and everything before he got hurt. And I was hitting Keyshawn, right? Tapping Keyshawn during the game. I'm like, oh my God, man. Maybe this thing will work. Maybe okay. Maybe we got something. And then Anthony Davis got hurt. I see the shit. You know, this is right here what I'm talking about. You mean to tell me just got here, he was playing that way, and then he gets hurt. And he's out for a while with an abductor injury. And nobody was on him. He was just going up, getting ready to try to defend the rim. Man, he was balling, dog. And I was like, I picked up that ball and Keith. Oh, wait a minute, Keith Strong. Man, we got something here. Wait a minute, I'll take this. And then, He went 20 at 26 points. I remember 26 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 blocks. Yeah, dirt. That was, you see, that way, dude, I'm telling y'all. I was like, wait a minute. This dude here, with this dude, Kyrie, and you know they were excited to show. And he felt it. He wanted to show Dallas what they got and what he is. And he showed me. I'm telling you, I was ready to punch. No, we'll take it. You know, because that's all I got to take it now. And then he got hurt. And this thing is going to sideline him for a few weeks. And then now I'm stuck with always, okay, and all of us, and I don't want to see that there's such potential there. That potential will make you chase forever. And I don't know how you fix any injury, injured all the time. You see what he can be if he wasn't. I don't know how you fix it. And I don't know what kind of toll it takes on the player. Sooner or later, he gets sick of it. That's what happened. Remember? Quarterback for the Colts. Remember, Andrew Luck just kind of said, just tired of being hurt. So I spent so much time being hurt, I just can't take it anymore. Walked away, $100 million. Don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. Let me give you this right quick. See, okay. Yeah, let's talk this right quick. And I thought this was right. I thought it was right. I didn't go to, and there's something else I want to talk about too. I didn't go to NFL Honors. I always go, and they changed it, and I think they messed it up. They messed it up. Not that it was not a good show, but it's just not as good. Let me get to some of the awards of the NFL Honors. Assistant Coach of the Year was Ben Johnson. You're good with that, right? I'm good with that. Ben Johnson did a great job, and now he's the new head coach of Chicago Bears. You guys already know that. Comeback Player of the Year, Joe Burrow. You got that quarterback, Joe Burrow, he earned it. People trying to get him almost in the MVP conversation, even though they were not going to make the playoffs. So Comeback Player of the Year, that's a good spot. Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell. The Vikings, you take a Sam Darnold, do what you did, and put up those kind of points, and you won offensively. And that's what you are, the offensive coach. That's your specialty. Great job, Kevin O'Connell. We knew this was going to be axiomatic. O'Roy, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels. D-Roy, Jared Verse. I'll take that. Offensive Player of the Year. Who y'all think that is? Saquon Barkley. And Defensive Player of the Year. This one I like. This is a bad boy. And we talked about this. Patrick Surtain II. Remember, I told you guys I had him and his dad one time. I interviewed them, and I mean, boy, them boys are bad. That was a big. He's smart, and he's more gifted than his dad. Shoulders down. MVP went to Josh Allen, and everybody got on these voters because I thought some Shady Grady went down, and everybody got on the voters calling them cowards. But I ain't calling them cowards. I call them smart because everybody knows usually the first pick. I mean, when you win the first team All-American, first team All-Pro, you get the MVP. 11 straight years. The quarterback was first team All-Pro, got the MVP. They gave Lamar Jackson first team All-Pro. But they don't give out the award to after the playoffs or a year, right, for Super Bowl. So I think they went in and Shady graded that thing and said, we can't look this bad, and gave it to Josh Allen after Josh Allen beat Lamar Jackson. You see what I'm saying? But other people believe that the voters saw the race so tight that they decide they want to split it and give the first team All Pro to Lamar and then give the MVP to Josh Allen. No, I think they got it right. They went and fixed it afterwards. I know we don't want to think that, but we want to believe this is pure. If it was pure, it will always ring true. First team quarterback, first team, and the MVP, first team quarterback. Don't do it 11 times and then say, oh no, this time is different. It's not. They did what they're supposed to do. Fix it. That's why we should wait to even talk about when you stop taking in information for these awards. You took in information and you used it. It is today. We've been talking about it, so Luka does debut today. And I know I saw him on the bench yesterday with LeBron sitting down. So this is going to be interesting. And I'm going to watch this and we'll talk about this. See where this goes. But I know he's not still, Luka's going to be still not real healthy. But I'm anxious to see it. And honestly, I hate seeing him leave Dallas. This has to be great for Luka. And honestly, this is the stage he deserves. The Mavericks are in Dallas, but they're not the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Luka's kind of talent is international. It needs to be in a place like LA, like New York, that pulls the international. So I'm going to watch my dude today with I'm glad for him. I'm glad for him. And now what he does will get compared to the many greats that have come through the Lakers, Kareem, the Magic, the Kobe's, the Shaqs, Bron. And Dallas is only Dirk. And Luka gets a break because now he comes over and it's not like I'm just trying to be a star for my country because that's what Dirk was. A star here, but a bigger star in his country. Luka, now I'm a star here and a bigger star in my country, but now I'm finna to be a mega star right here and a mega star in my country. Unlike anything the Lakers have seen. So the Lakers and Luka, it's a dynamite that starts to blowing up tonight. And I'm going to tune in. I've always loved the Lakers. I like the Lakers. I always like the Lakers. And I love Luka. And I'm man enough to hope and pray for good things for my dude Luka. And this, though it pained me to see, is a good thing in the end. What they were thinking about in Dallas. I don't care what you feel Luka is. You don't feel he's focused enough to do this and do that. He took you to a final, damn near by himself. Luka and LeBron, all of that brain, all of that basketball smarts, and most importantly, what respect Luka has for LeBron. Everybody has tried to calm Luka down, going at the refs, telling him this thing and that thing. And I'm sure back there, Jason Kidd, none of them could help control Luka. Luka was bigger than all of them. Nico, president, that's why he shipped him off. Because they knew he was bigger than all of them. And the more he stays, the more he does things like he did last year, dragging and taking the team to the final, they're going to lose more and more power. I tell you people all the time, it's about power out here. But Luka, that the devil meant for evil, kicking you out of Dallas, oh, God has made it good by sending you to paradise. The Lakers here is as close to heaven as you can get. Take them to a championship like you did the Mavericks. You will see immediate blessings. Immediate blessings. So now, let us go enjoy that bad dude. Luka is a bad dude. Say what you will in his Lakers debut. I'll see you guys. We'll do this again next week. Same bad channel. Same bad time. Appreciate it. A great conversation. Meet me back here in the locker room and help me work through it. I get this too now because we're going to be talking about this, guys. Remember, and I'm going to get you those dates. That Cowboy documentary is supposed to be released sometime in February. And I'm sure everybody will be talking about it. And you will have me right here to talk about it. You don't need to go anywhere else. I shall give it to you as it is dropping.